Good morning, namaste, hello, my name's Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I've just finished our online drumming circle, so big waves to all of you who joined in for that. That was lots of fun. And while I'm set up here, I thought I would stop by quickly and create a short healing space. While I'm standing up, I feel this is a great opportunity to use my wind gong, which is wonderful. So I'm going to use that for a few minutes. Good morning, Kathy. And create a short healing space just for, I wouldn't think much longer than 10 minutes, although I do tend to get talking, don't I? So who knows? Well, I'm aiming for around 10 minutes. It's 9:55 a.m. here now on the 12th of June. I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia. Good morning, Tanya and Chelsea and Rose. I'm feeling pretty good, thanks. I trust you are too. Hi, Kerry and Erin. Lovely to see you. And Donna's here too. And Lydia. Hi, Lydia. And Fiona again. Hi, Fiona. Hi, Ryan. Thank you. And Tammy, good morning to you. And Keita's here. And Michelle. You're all here. Leanne's here. And Tanya, good morning. Okay, so where am I going to put this thing? We'll put it down here for now. So I trust that you're feeling good. And I trust that you enjoy our time together today and whatever that's going to be that's created. I have no idea right now. What I'm going to do is pull a healing energy card for our short healing time. Then we'll talk a bit about, or I'll talk a bit about the healing energy card, and then I'll do a little bit of gonging for 5 minutes or so to help create the space. And then I'll pull another healing energy card to finish. So just a nice short bit of time together, I guess. We'll see. Hi, Kathy and Kimberly. Thank you. And Suzanne from California. Kathy says Rose for some reason. I'm not sure why. Hi, Kelly. Good afternoon to you. And Tanya. Brian says, I've never needed this more, never need this than more right now in a real challenging space. We'll send you and so lost. I'll send you lots of love, Brian, and anyone else who needs this. I do trust in perfect timing, so I trust that I'm here for a reason and that you're here for a reason. So just settle back into the energy and the space and allow what stands out for you to be what you hear and what you connect with at this time. So I'm looking for the best healing energy card for now and for this healing space that's been created. So we'll go with this here. Card 32, Illusion. This tells me that there's a lot of, or for some of us, we might be feeling a bit worn down by negative energy, attacks that are happening to us, people's aggression maybe against us, or towards us at this time. There's a need here to keep ourselves protected, but also repel negative and unwanted energies. So that tells me the negative energy is quite strong right now. It may be affecting some of us quite deeply. I'm just going to read this information. It says, repel negative or attached energies. Keep your protection high. We'll come back to that. Be on the lookout for hidden, secret, or attacking intentions. Replace all illusion with truth. So let's return back to that line. Keep your protection high. What does that mean? I feel that if we're vibrating, if our frequency, our level of vibration is at a certain frequency that's above, not meaning we're better than, but is just higher than the negative energy, which is quite low in frequency, then that automatically protects us. The moment we're in our heightened state and something here happens at a lower vibration that perhaps attacks at us or hits at our vulnerable point or it triggers us, then we drop down to that level, and that's when we start being affected by it. So if we can stay above energetically the negativity and the heavy energy, then that's an automatic way of keeping ourselves protected and safe from such energies. So let's keep that in mind, that if we're lowering ourselves down to that level, we're going to be affected more so than if we can stay above it. So a bit like the eagle flying above the storm. How can we do that if we've been pulled down by drama and negativity and people's bad moods right now? Or even just the fear that's taking place in the world can have an effect on us. We are sensitive beings, it's a fact. And we can't really turn our sensitivity off unless we numb it through addiction or some type of suppressant that we might take or ingest that would probably suppress our sensitivity. But we are sensitive beings. How can we embrace that sensitive side more so that we can work with that to boost our energy levels, our frequency above that negativity and above that drama? So I feel what might be a really great thing to focus on with the gong, my intention is to help raise our energy vibration above the problems, above the drama, above the negativity. Now, it's going to be difficult to rise up above it if you've got something invested in that lower frequency. For example, if that thing that's been happening that you're being affected by is triggering a deeper wound or issue for you that is somehow connected to your own limitations personally, then it's going to be difficult to rise up above it because you've got an invested interest, if you like, in that lower vibration. Basically, in other words, it's probably here to teach you something. Doesn't mean that you need to tolerate being in that space for very long, but at the same time, if you're struggling to rise up, then what do you need to learn about this situation? Do you need to learn how to love yourself more? Are you clearing some issues that or wounds that you've carried from your past? Are these being triggered by this situation? Are you learning how to be more positive yourself in your thinking, your words that you say and your actions? So if it is difficult to rise up, it's not that you're doing anything wrong, it's probably that there is something of interest for you in that heavy energy that's wanting you to learn more about yourself. So then you can learn that and then rise up. But I'm going to play the gong with the intention to lift our energy up. That's going to be my intention. But if you need something more, excuse me. I just finished that drumming and had a bit of a coughing attack. So you just have to excuse me if I start coughing. It just happens, doesn't it? If there's something more pressing that you need from this healing time, then please take that or work with what you need. If you need healing, if your body's struggling right now, then take some deep breaths and breathe in some healing energy from the gong. And when I say gong, if you've just joined in, I'm about to play the wind gong. So if you need strength, healing, peace, a solution, clarity on something, whatever you might need, then please be open to receiving that through this time. If you're not sure what you need, then I suggest you work with me in helping lift your vibration up, raise your frequency above the drama, above the negativity, above what's affecting you in a negative way. I trust that makes sense. I'm just going to grab my wind gong down here and I'm going to play this for a few minutes. Excuse me. And this is really quite beautiful, but you don't need to take my word for it. Let's just listen and feel these beautiful vibrations of the wind gong. I'm actually feeling I might unpin my microphone so I can really get into the swing of this. So just bear with me a second. I need something to pin it onto. My cup here. I don't want to drop it in the... Okay, I'm just going to unpin my microphone for a moment so that hopefully this picks up better sound-wise without being too rattly. You should still be able to hear me okay. But I'm just going to stand back here and gong. So please take some deep breaths. Listen to the sound. Allow the sound to lift you up. So take some really big breaths. Surrender out the old heavy stuff and breathing the new, and let it lift you up. Feel your body raise up. You may start to feel a sense of strength coming through in your spine, a sense of straightening up and lifting up through your body. You may be inspired to stand up and really breathe and work with this energy that's coming through. At the very least, just listen. You can't do anything wrong, so just trust your intuition. I'm going to have some fun and really get into this gonging, especially with the microphone off me. So enjoy this drumming time. Enjoy this gong time. Can you see me? Yep. I'm just unpinning my microphone. Thank you. Trust you enjoyed the gong. Isn't it amazing? It's called a wind gong. It's quite heavy after a while. But if you play it while you're making wind, then it's actually not too bad, but just beautiful. So please come back and connect with that bit of sharing on the replay if you need to. If you found it great or helpful for you, if it really spoke to you. I pulled the illusion card for our gonging time, and I'm going to put this back in the deck now, and we're going to pull a card for our forward movement from here. As if you, well, if you watch my videos, my healing videos fairly often, you'll know that I like to pull cards at the end, because I feel I just like to end with something that we can think about bringing into our life. So I'm going to pull another healing energy card. These are my healing energy cards too. They're on sale this month because it's their 10th birthday. Have you been working with these? I'm actually really sort of mind blown actually that these have been released 10 years ago. It's quite incredible. So if you want to learn more about them, have a look on my website. They're great tools to support your healing journey. So I'm looking for the best card for our forward movement from here. What do we need to know to help hold our heightened space, or I don't know, whatever else we might need? Let's just see. So I trust the best card will find its way to the top. We'll go with this one here. Inner Child, card 53. I'm going to read this information and we'll talk more about this. So see if this speaks to you. It says, release your old childhood wounds. Be wary of hiding how you feel. Let your feelings be heard. Support the child. Allow your inner child to come out and play. Healing, explore, and truth. So this talks about bringing yourself out of hiding now. Have you been shutting yourself down? Have you been shutting yourself away? Or even shutting yourself inside yourself and not allowing what you feel to be heard or your concerns to be raised? Have you been holding back in any sense of those words? If you have, you're being guided to think about coming out of hiding now. So as you go back into your everyday life, maybe think about, what have I been shutting down with? What have I been holding back with? Do I need to speak up? Do I need to take action? Do I need to proceed with something that I've been resisting? And how might I do that? So how can you let that part that's been trapped inside you come out of hiding so that things can start moving again? Things become stagnant when we hold back. Things become stagnant when we hide ourselves or when we don't speak up. Communications become stagnant, relationships become stagnant. We have to keep the energy moving by communicating or by having our say, by taking action with what we need to take action with. So don't underestimate your position right now in shifting what's been stuck by coming out of hiding and holding back. So I kind of see this vision of a cloak all over us as an individual, for those that it resonates with. So this cloak that we've been hiding behind, this black cloak, and we're being guided to unpin it from our third eye chakra, which means that we can unpin it and trust in ourselves and trust that everything's going to work out as we unpin this black cloak that's been covering us completely, that we've been hiding behind, and drop it to the ground. And look at going forward from the third eye chakra, which means from a trust perspective, allowing ourselves to trust in the decisions that we make. Trusting in other people is irrelevant to me. I've talked a little bit about that before, but I never ever think whether I trust someone or not. It's just not a road I go down with trust. Trust to me, and real trust comes from whether I trust in myself, trust in the decisions that I make, trust in the steps that I'm taking. Am I trusting in me and my role in my life? Maybe for you, if you feel like you've been hiding back or holding back and you've imagined that you've dropped this cloak, perhaps it's important for you to think about or establish a strength of trust in yourself. Like trust in yourself is not something you get overnight. It's something that builds and grows. The more you trust in your intuition, the more you see that you can trust in it, that it does work for you. So as that's been affirmed through your life experience, then that builds on what I like to call your trust wall. So let your trust build, but think about looking at trust from an inner perspective rather than whether someone's violated your trust or not. That may be a wound that's been triggered to help you heal, but that might be irrelevant in regards to what you're dealing with trust. Usually our trust issues come back to whether we trust in ourselves or not. So are you trusting in yourself? Are you trusting in the decisions that you're making or the decisions you need to make? Are you trusting in your life's journey? Are you trusting in one step at a time? Or are you taking those steps cautiously and worrying about whether they're right or wrong? If you're worrying about whether they're right or wrong, you're not trusting in the steps that you take. So let yourself just gently build up on that trust if that's something that's important for you to do, because it will help you feel more sure about your life and sure about your journey. I feel that's all I need to say. It just came to a halt. So that's, excuse me, inner child. Allow yourself to come out of hiding. Come out of hiding. You're beautiful. Let your beautiful, vulnerable, unmasked self come out and play. What's the use of living if you're hiding that part of yourself away? So if you want to get into your life more, how can you let that part of you out? So inner child, if you have this deck, you could go straight to this card. If this spoke to you, and work with this over the next couple of days. Keep it close by. So they're my healing energy cards on my website now. You can have a look at if you're inspired to. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send a message through our website. Thank you for joining me today, and I think I've gone way over 10 minutes. It's been like 21 minutes. So I'm going to scoot and go to the post office and record a meditation or two. So I will chat with you again soon. If you want to learn more about my work, please visit templeofbalance.com.au. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Namaste. And you are not alone. You belong here. Don't forget, you belong here. Who you are is important. So thank you for being who you are, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye.